Call, starring Halle Berry. That other guy, I don't think he was starring.
I mean, he was in the movie a little bit.
It was more like
That
Abigail
doesn't mean you're
Breslin
starring.
and Halle Berry.
And probably the murderer, whatever his name is. But anyway, so the plot is cheesy. I still think the acting was done well, because like really none of the characters you could connect with because of the plot, but it still wasn't like. It still wasn't bad acting to the point you're like, oh God, why is she doing this? Oh
the
God.
acting was good, but it was just in the wrong movie. Just because the movie wasn't like, okay, some points like a happy ending would have been pretty predictable, okay? But just, I don't know, it didn't seem like it was really that great of a movie. Whereas like, the part that I didn't like was that Abigail Breslin walks into a certain room and she just sees a bloody bed. And she's like, no, no. And it's like, yes.
But that's, yeah.
But also it's like, you've seen worse. You've seen a guy bludgeoned in the head with a shovel. And you've seen a guy lit on fire. And no, a bloody bed.
But not only did she see the guy get hit in the shovel, she saw when the guy got out the trunk, started yelling, and the guy killed him, put him back in the trunk with her.
Next to her?
Yes. So she was in a dead trunk with a dead person for hours. Well, she thought he was dead to begin with.
I don't know.
But it was a plot flaw. I feel like if somebody else wrote it, it may have been a really good movie.
It was so cliche. It was so cliche and predictable.
Except for the ending.
No, they changed the way he died.
Because I feel like in a typical cliche movie, the cops would have came.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, like they kept bringing up.
I
cops.
like that there was justice.
Was that the twist of the movie that they kept on bringing the cops, but then in the end there were no cops involved?
No, but
was that the twist?
What?
That they kept on bringing her husband, the cop or whatever.
The cops did nothing.
Who said there was a twist? Nobody ever said there was a twist.
The cops did absolutely nothing.
Somebody told me there was a twist.
Oh no! I think their eyes are twisted.
The cops.
Crazy eyes just watching the movie.
But
the plot was just a huge fail. I agree that the acting held it up a little bit, but still the movie was an epic fail.
It was watchable, but not exciting.
It was watchable.
Yeah, it was watchable.
It was watchable because they had you think something was gonna happen, but it wasn't.
You know what this movie would be perfect for? Lifetime.
Yeah.
It would have been a really good movie on Lifetime. Not in theaters, but I think because Halle Berry, she's Halle Berry, so it's like she doesn't do Lifetime. But the acting was pretty good. Yeah, I would like to see the cast in another movie to see, how they do, But the director, I think for the plot, the director did a good job. Because it's like he didn't have much to work with, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's mostly a car scene and a phone call.
Yeah,
there's not.
Because it mostly deals with the call at the, not 911 emergency center. You're not following the police much. Only time you see the police is when they're there late, like always.
Yeah, they didn't do a goddamn thing. They showed up and they called the lady, Halle Berry, whatever her name was in the movie, and that was it. And then they took out guns in front of the kids and started waving at the kids. Where's your gun? What was that all about?
Well, they didn't know the kids was in there yet.
Okay, but at least put away your guns. They still had it out, pointing.
Because you think a serial killer's in there.
But why pointed at the children? He was all over the place.
They put the guns down when they figured out. You have to stay alert until the house is clear.
10 seconds after.
You know what I didn't like about this movie?
Clear.
I didn't like the fact that throughout the whole movie, Abigail Breslin, the girl that was kidnapped, she's freaking out all the time. Freaking out. And then towards the end, she becomes this badass and is like, I ran away.
With her bra on.
I escaped. Okay? You can't hurt me now. Imagine he got out. Shoot him dead.
Yeah, it was just. And the ending felt just cut off. It was just it was.
It's almost a little fake.
Yeah.
Like I get it, they got justice, they did, but it's like
They walked
the
out
fact
there
that she was
girls.
like Abigail Breslin, I ran away. Because I
ran away.
Like that's all. Like every scene she was in, I just looked at her eye.
Scene. That eye was disgusting.
It was in multiple scenes. That's
that was good. The director did good. He's like, I can't do much in this movie, but make that eye. I want that eye memorable.
Oh.
I want them to nominate that eye for an Oscar.
Ew.
And the winner is
that eye.
The eye is just on a chair.
Ew. Like
and it just bounced. And then they got like a little podium, like I would like to thank
Abigail Breslin
for so
wearing
talking
me.
about
yeah.
Okay. It's certain type of Morse code. Okay.
The slow list scale. So it's a list, okay? Now we're gonna rate the particular thing we're rating out of 10. Now each number determines how many times it goes onto the list. So once, if you give it a 1, it will go on the list once. If you give it a 5, it will go on the list 5 times. So the amount of times it's on the list means it's worse. But if it's less the less amount of times means it's better. And if you don't want to put it on there, it ain't got to be on there.
So if it's 0, if it gets 0 on the scale, that means it was good. Good movie.
The more times it is on the list, the slower it was.
So like Catalina should be on the list 20
10
times.
Oh, he said 10 and you said 20.
Well, 10 plus 20, 30. So it should. 30.
And then Daquan would be about 45.
Well,
and a half.
But divide that by the square root of 4.
And then multiply by 100.
And then divide it by.
And no, you don't divide.
And just put an affinity sign right next to his name.
Okay, Justin.
Thank you.
Your score.
I'm gonna give it a 2.
It would go on the list 2 times. Are you serious?
Yes.
The plot was a goddamn car.
But the thing,
it was so cliche.
Mine was what is it? 3. Because, like I said, it was still watchable. It was still watchable.
Watchable.
The acting was good. It was watchable.
Birdemic was watchable because it was so goddamn bad.
Anything is watchable.
Exactly. You shouldn't give it a good score because it's
okay.
No, but I mean, like, it wasn't like, oh God, I gotta turn this off.
I'd give it a 6. It should go in there 6 goddamn times. And if we average that out, that should be like a 4.
No, I think we all have a list.
So we'll have like
it would be Catalina's slow list, my slow list.
Okay, mine gets a goddamn 6.
And then like
6. It's
when
the devil.
Something's really bad and we all agree, it will go on the grand slow list.
It's the devil, man.
You heard me?
666.
When something's really bad and we all agree on it, it will go on. All right, well then.